In Collin County tonight, Prosper ISD leaders met to decide what steps to take next after its former school board president was charged with indecency with a child. Fox Source Peyton Yeager live with the latest. Peyton.
Right, and we just got this decision from the board about 30 minutes ago. They were in executive session from 6:30 p.m., Clarice, to 10:30 p.m. tonight. The board ultimately decided they will not have a special election for Prosper voters to elect a new school board president. Instead, the board in May will make an appointment for a new school board president. So tonight, they voted board member Deborah Smith to serve as president until May. 2 spots on the board are up for election in May, and then that newly elected board will make the appointment for a new school board president. The Prosper School Board held a special meeting Tuesday night to decide how to fill the spot of school board president. The former school board president, 43-year-old Andrew Wilborn, faces a child indecency sexual conduct charge after a months-long investigation.
That so many people are hurting.
The majority of Prosper parents who spoke during public comment Tuesday wanted a special election.
But if you make an appointment, you're making a mistake, and you guys have to be about doing the right thing always.
Based on previous history of the board, we do not trust you to appoint another person, as the one that you appointed as president was just arrested. He chastised us about being respectful, but yet he was not respectful.
Some parents, including a teacher, pushed for the board to decide on their own.
Having been a resident long enough to vote when all of y'all were on the ballot, I do feel like my voice would be heard if you chose to appoint place 7.
And altering the timeline of our elections could be dangerous.
Wilborn submitted his resignation 2 weeks ago, shortly after he bonded out of the Dallas County Jail. Dallas police say while acting as an executive pastor at Antioch Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church in Southwest Dallas, he sexually assaulted a 16-year-old girl. The church immediately cut ties with Wilborn once it learned of the investigation last year. However, Prosper ISD says it didn't know about the allegations until the arrest.
Please respect the board. We'll respect you.
Wilborn was under investigation. At the same time, he and the Prosper School Board faced a lawsuit accused of failing to protect kids from a bus driver who molested 2 girls. Eileen Riverside had a child on that bus and spoke Tuesday night.
And with the latest arrest, I have so many emotions.
Prosper parents criticized Prosper ISD for its lack of transparency on this case.
It seems as if we were in a feud.
And Tuesday, the parents were back in the boardroom once again, like James Pope, who says he spoke to Wilborn the night before he was arrested.
It was totally shock. I mean, we talked the normal stuff about the district and what was going on and what the concerns were. There was nothing that came across any other way.
When the board, Clarice, came out of executive session, board member Garrett Linker motioned to have a special election for Prosper voters to elect a new school board president, but there wasn't a second, so then the motion failed. Therefore, again, the board, the newly elected board, will decide in May who will be the next school board president. There will be an appointment. Now, dozens of parents stayed for this full 4 hours of executive session, and the majority of them were clearly upset. There will not be a special election. Clarice, back to you.
All right, Peyton. Thank you.